There you go. Now we are recording the first minute
Got
of the
it.
year.
Recorded.
We have nothing but Roberto Vicencio, Maria Carmo, Kings Gendoza to start the year. So let's do it. Go ahead, Roberto.
Nice. Great. Well, look, no, just really, I mean, briefly. So we're doing a project called Jamaican Shredders. So we're looking to create basically a guy from Jamaica reached out to us, and he's part of the Olympic Committee and also the Jamaican Skateboarding Federation, and he's trying to build a skate park, and he wants to document it. So he was trying to raise funds. So we said, hey, we can help you with that. So we were trying to pull together, create some NFTs, and also a mobile game. So that's part of the that's the general gist of it, and then through that, hopefully raise funds to then film the documentary. But it's to help basically the Jamaican skateboarding community, and they're trying to get into the Paris Olympics. Still a 50-50 chance if they can get it. Yeah, it's just we got hooked, so we're doing whatever we can to help this gentleman and community in Jamaica.
Super. That's a great way to to be known and also have the community participate in something which is really important, which is sports.
Exactly. Exactly, and
awesome.
we're through that we said one of our goals is to try to make Cardano the most famous blockchain in Jamaica. But that's anyway. But that's it. That's the general gist. Look, I'll send the let me see if I can find a way to send the idea scale. But yeah, we're in the moderation stage, so we're quite happy with that. So that's it. And yourself, Juan?
Robert, tell us about us, about you. Tell us about you, who you are, and how long you've been in the community.
Sure. Well, look, I mean, I just joined Project Catalyst well since the beginning of Project 11. But I guess I could say I've held data. I was there probably now for about I would say 4 or 5 years. In terms of getting into that and understanding it. So who I am, we do entertainment. So our background here is we work in live theatrical productions,
Nice.
TV and film. Yep. So that's my technical role is director. And we also work with brands to create concepts for different events and again live shows. So that's essentially what we do. But of course, I have a personal passion for Web3, NFTs, and the like. And so we try to integrate that in everything we do.
Awesome. Likewise, yeah. You asking of me, that's what defines me: passion for Web3. No matter what you do, we are here because of the passion.
I absolutely agree with you, Juan. Yeah, we're on the same page. Are you from Spain? You have a Spanish accent?
No, I'm
originally Latino accent.
Right, I'm originally from Colombia,
Nice.
and I've been here in the States for 33 years already, 33 years. And yeah, I mean, I always speak Spanish here in my community.
Sure.
And yeah, that's why the accent is always there. But yeah, but
awesome.
It's going to be there forever.
yeah. Awesome. Have you? Yeah. You were gonna say?
No. I was about to say that who brought you to Cardano?
So yeah, good question. Well, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He was also in the film world and based here, a Canadian guy, and then he moved to Bangkok, got into the Cardano community, and he basically introduced me to this whole thing. And I said yesterday I was on Cardano over coffee with Darlington, and I said it was it's so interesting and such an eye opener to see the Cardano community at its roots, so at its best. I mean, I've joined a few communities here and there, but nothing really compares to how, say, supportive and open and, say, welcoming the Cardano community are. I think that's, I mean, I just haven't experienced anything else, And I was in Tokyo a couple of weeks ago, joined several other communities and just tried to see what the vibe was in Tokyo. They're pretty cool. They're pretty open as well. But I guess just from a global perspective, I think Cardano just from what I know and what I've experienced is really up there.
if you deliver everything you promise, they're all going to be nice. And if you fail, they'll drag you down Twitter everywhere you can imagine. Don't be
Okay,
foolish at the moment. But
got it, Maria.
if you bring value and
Yep,
people like you and like what you do, they'll give you all the love. They'll support you all the way. I
And
had
and
to
I
say
and
that.
I
sounds good.
Didn't know,
right.
Juan.
Sounds like from experience. Yeah,
Well, and
Yes.
I think that's something that you define yourself, and then you drag yourself out, if I can use it that way, that
sure.
one. It's not the community. The community is awesome, and it's only that this is based on reputation. Reputation. You build your
Yeah,
reputation, and that's it.
As
I agree.
a lot of
Like,
things could go, a lot of things could go well, and a lot of things could not necessarily go well, and then you have to manage. But here we have all type of people. We do have most nice people, yes, we do, because everybody reach out to each other and help each
yep,
other. I would never do what I did here. I have 3 proposals delivered with reports approved and everything. And I always say to people, I was sitting on the shoulder of giants, people that know way more than me, but I just make it happen. I was the person
that's
at the
awesome.
moment. Um, I am a content creator for Cardano. My channel is all dedicated to Cardano. Um, and I came here a long time ago. I wish people got the opportunity to do that thing they said at the final of the town hall, give something to people that are here today. I said that you should do something for the first one, if you can imagine how long I'm here. But I'm here in and off, because I'm not gonna make anything to get rich, very rich in catalyst. I'm just contribute to teams that I feel compelling and motivates the buy. So I'm in and
Sure.
off proposals and doing catalyst videos, proposal presentation. Actually, if you do a proposal, you can reach out to me on Telegram. We can arrange it. Joan, if you have a proposal as well, I really enjoy doing this episodes, because it's tell the community, broader community, out of the bubble, because my followers are from everywhere in the world, what we are build, and give them the chance to go to the app and actually vote in your proposal if they like you. And could
Right.
be anyone, you could be losing
Sure.
the race, and one person with one wallet somewhere in the world could vote for you and change everything.
Just like that. And
Good to know.
right, Maria, tell us about your school. By the way, Robert, Maria has a project that is their project for her. She's been
Yes.
putting together a school for
Wow.
Cardano education. So tell us, Maria, about it. So Roberto
Please.
and the
Yeah.
Oh,
audience know about
yes.
it more.
Yeah, I am a little bit bold, and I do recognize the importance of education. So when I came to the community, everybody was about IT and it was about devs, and I see a huge opportunity in education. And since then, the first day, my flag is education. My flag is multilingual content. Since day one, I knew it. The community all go around, didn't agree with me at the first, but now we know. If we didn't educate people about what we do, we are not getting anybody in. Because if not through knowledge, the people think we are in the bubble living an illusion. And I am not living an illusion. I have a very 3 YouTube channels, very solid. I built business here and there in partnership, and I'm just out of a very hard time in life, but I'm come on stronger than ever.
Good to hear.
Nice.
Yep.
Good to know.
I'd love to see those links, Maria. If you can send them in, I'd love to follow if any of your socials as
I-
yourself
I'm gonna
too, Juan.
I'm
Please,
gonna
yeah.
send you I'm gonna send you my Telegram, my Twitter, and my other accounts are all the same. This is my name and the numbers there for Tesla. I just think Tesla is so good for the world, so good that I am thinking we are in this kind of change and doing good as well and showing up for people. People are showing up for us. We giving hands and building stuff. And the channel is Lovelace Academy about the
Yep.
education, and was the first one to connect Web 2 and Web 3 and teach it. And it got funded by the Catalyst Treasure. we got a new proposal where we aim to give a better version of it with more writing content and actually updating everything, because the code when we got funded was very new and was changing all the time. So we actually have to start delivering the content way longer after the funds. I have to manage, I hire a few people, they didn't deliver anything. I have to hunt down other people to collaborate with me, to find them what they are and accommodate their needs, because I'm not a developer. But not because I'm not a developer, I
Me
can't
too. Yeah.
contribute, you know? I have a
Sure.
most of my knowledge is about soft skills and networking and talking to people. So this is where I came from. And I'm from Brazil as well. I was a teacher here, but today I work from home and I dedicate my 100% of my time to the Cardano community.
Amazing.
I got to build Cardenistas too. That is the biggest pool in number of people. We got 11,000 delegators.
Wow.
It's like 11,000 people agree with what I do and my work. And they said, I'll delegate my ADAs with you. It's just when you look back and when you look now where I came from, where I am now, it's just a lot of work and tears and days that you feel good and some day you didn't feel that good, but the numbers are there. You know, education has a way.
Yes,
Right.
I do agree with education. I think that's such an important thing. Strangely enough, I was reached out by a college in Hong Kong looking to try to find something new to teach in their musical theater department, which again is my background. So, and they wanted to incorporate AI and blockchain, and asked me what's basically come up with some kind of curriculum to over a summer camp. Anyway, so I completely agree with
Nice.
you, Maria. I think education is massive. Yep.
It's key, yeah. Roberto, I want to invite you to gimbalabs.com. Take a look at that program, that
Yep.
platform that we are doing. I mean, Gimbal Labs is a project that is coming along very well. If you need any technical assistance or anything, that's something that
Yes,
you can
please.
to learn.
Okay.
There is a website. You can
Gimballabs.com, right?
Gimbalabs.com.
Got it. Yes. I think they were also there last night at the Cardano over coffee. I think there's one of the projects, and Andiamo, or if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Adriano,
was,
okay.
Is it Adriano, or it's a project called, I think, Andiamo or Andiamo. Anyway, another project that was, and he was here tonight. I saw him in the group.
Oh, okay.
But he was talking before me. Yeah, so on Cardano over coffee.
Got you. I see. Right.
Do you
Gimbal
know the
Labs.
rest?
That's
Do
a
you
very
know the
good.
rest of? Do you know
Go
the
ahead, Maria.
rest of the ecosystem, that the Cardano is not catalyst, that you got now an entire ecosystem built that wasn't here 2 years ago, wasn't here even 1 year ago. There is that DEXs across the community where you can change your ADA for native tokens. We got marketplaces like JPEG Store. We got Flipper as well is another one. What else? Apart from DEX is that we got platforms that people like marketplaces is the most used one, and the DEX is mean swap. So I think it's important to tell people about all this stuff, because what's going on in the media itself is that we didn't build anything and we are a ghost chain. So when you go out now, you know, to tell other people that we have an entire ecosystem to grow projects, to grow companies, to grow startups, like here, a Catalyst. I was the first person in the community being video talking about how Catalyst will be fair and give people the opportunity to build their dreams. I don't think at the time people get it, but it's what we are building. We are building the society we're dreaming of, you know? I got few compliments about Lovelace Academy here in my community because it's entire in English. I serve the English community first, then my own community, But now the things get better and people are interested to crypto. They start interested in Lovelace Academy, smart contracts, and the code is entire open. They can go to the GitHub and copy it. You know, I think came here in a great moment because we are growing. We are out of a very low type of mentality because the market was down, but now people get
Yep.
excited and you get excited as well. You feel the love, you know. This thing that you say about the Cardano community is entirely true. Everybody that coming here, even here in Brazil, they tell me, Maria, Cardano survives on the Cardano community, nothing else. Nothing IOG,
Interesting.
nothing
Yep.
Cardano Foundation, nothing anyone, and its communities alone.
Nice. Yes, that's very inspirational what you said, Maria. Robert, I wanna share a screen and show a little bit of your project. Is that okay with you?
Please.
So you
Oh,
can
sure, sure.
explain us a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
more. That would be awesome. Yes.
Yeah, please, please,
Let's
please.
do
All
this.
open. It's online. It's all public.
Yeah,
There you
guys, I
go.
needed to go. It was a pleasure, and
Yeah.
we keep in touch, okay?
Thanks,
Maria, thank you
Maria.
for coming. It's awesome to have you here. You are the representative for Portuguese community. Remember that we are representing two communities basically. Everybody's welcome, but yes, you are the one for that, for Brazil
Yes.
I
and
Thank you.
know, I
Portuguese.
know. Bye-bye.
Good job.
Obrigado. Okay.
Take care, Maria. Obrigado. There you go. So let's go and take a look at the proposal that you put together. So we have here
Yeah,
the
sure.
milestones. Tell us about it. Tell us about the milestones that you have for that. Or let's just start with from the beginning. Just
Sure.
you know,
Yes.
tell us a little bit
Let's
about
start
the
at the
proposal.
beginning.
Yeah.
So look, I mean, I'll use obviously what you're looking at, so we're all on the same page.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so look, again, so Steve, you can see the very first picture with the guy. So he's our core guy. So Steve is, as it says there, he's the vice president of the Jamaican Skateboarding Federation. He's on the Olympic Committee, and he's been trying to build this skate park. Yeah, it's the second little picture down there. He's been trying to build this skate park, you know, for a couple of years now. And of course, through COVID and all that and all the challenges. So, and this skate park that he's trying to build basically there's the skate parks now in Jamaica, but he's actually trying to build the first Olympic verified or you know the approved by the Olympic Committee, you know, so that Olympic tournaments can also be held there. Now, the interesting thing about Steve is from, you know, we've spoken to him so many times. He's actually apparently the first guy to ever open a skateboarding shop in Jamaica 20 years ago, right? So, you know, to one degree, you know, he calls himself the godfather of skateboarding. Now, the stories that he tells us how even today, some of the Jamaican skateboarders, it's not just a hobby for them as it is with many people around the world. I mean, not everybody, but for some of these Jamaicans, it's their entire livelihood, you know, and the boards are like their babies. I mean, and some don't even have money for shoes, you know, some don't, you know, they build their own boards. So anyway, the story was so compelling that we you know, again, he was basically putting a hand out saying, I need help, you know, we need help to raise money to get this skate park, to build the team, and to send them to the Olympics. So that's really the crutch of the story, and that's why we've said there, you know, we can help, you know. So now the perfect storm. If you look at the next slide, the perfect storm. What a lot of people don't know, and through our research, is next year. Next year, this year. Um, Actually, there's going to be besides the Olympics, yeah, this year. There's going to be a massive Bob Marley movie by Paramount Pictures, right? So it's a big Hollywood film, and they shot many of those scenes in Jamaica, but it's really going to be the life and times of Bob Marley. So that's going to put Jamaica on the limelight again. Plus, of course, the Olympics, you know, and then of course Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. It's going to be the 25th anniversary. It's a classic, probably the best-selling sports video game ever of all time, and it's the 25th anniversary this year. So, you know, we feel there's going to be a hype with and of course it's going to be the second year of the Olympics, the second time, should I say, that skateboarding has been a part of the Olympic, the actual Olympics sports. So putting all that together, we feel there's definitely a good time. It's the right time. Skateboarding, Jamaica. So
Nice.
anyway, going down, you can see a video. We've got our evaluations. What's the impact? What's the, and timing, and of course our capability to deliver. And maybe just point out one thing in that, the capability to deliver. If you look at
tell us
that
about the team.
image,
Right. Tell us about the
yeah,
team.
I think that's okay. So I'm working with two other guys, and we call ourselves. There's three of us. We call ourselves Propane Labs. Propane is it's what gives energy, and again, this is part of our presentation. But the other guy who's currently based in Sydney, Australia, he's in advertising. He does some of the biggest commercials for KFC in China. So his background is TV production, right? So that's his expertise. And then the other guy, who is Sammy, who's based in actually where you are in LA. He's there in LA. Sammy, he's like, he was a big concert promoter back in the day, and he knows, he's basically the guy who connected us with Steve in Jamaica. He knows all the celebrities, all the stars. So it's the three of us kind of working together. My hat, I'm more the creative. The creative and more for the I would say Web3 enthusiast and metaverse NFTs. That's kind of like where I kind of put my hat on, and together we're basically putting this whole under Propane Labs. But I think the point I wanted to put there is, and I'm just saying this because we've all succeeded and we've all failed, and I think a lot of for me anyway, it's important to just put all the cards on the table and to say, we've also done some projects that have failed, but I think that's an important part, because to me for me it means that we're more determined than ever to make things succeed. So that's one of the elements there. And then if you scroll down, my name, blah 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 blah, it's all there. So we're going for this particular fund, which is I think 200,000 ADA. Which is in the ecosystem. Blah, 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 the timing. Okay, so the solution. So after kind of brainstorming and thinking, we realized that we do believe NFTs. We understand that it's kind of dipped a little bit, from the 2021 hype, so. But really, I think NFTs is really there's still, if you can find the utility, I think as Pritesh was talking about, I do believe NFTs are here to stay. There might be different iterations, there might be different ways in which, but I do believe they're here to stay. And I love NFTs. I'm a big fan of them, and so we're going to use that as our entry point to the ecosystem, to the community, to the future, which you'll see in a second, in how we feel the skate to earn and potentially the skateverse. So anyway, it's a big plan, but step by step. So Shredders is the name of the NFT collection, and of course the Cardano. And if you look at the NFT utility, you'll see there exactly the 8 points, and we want to have real world value. So for example, if you buy the NFT, we'll get your name engraved on the skate park, and then number 8 goes to more the physical, exactly what Pritesh was talking about. That's why I kind of reached out to him too, very similar to what he was discussing, and to find how can one NFT not only provide, obviously it looks cool, et cetera, but something physical as well. So we're looking at being able to work with a skateboard, brand that will actually then print out your exact NFT onto the skateboard, and that's yours, and it's a one of one, right? So anyway, that's one of the things we're looking at, and some interesting things within that too, as you can see on the next slide where it says "Let's go digital." There's a company called Transient Labs. They work closely with Art Blocks. I'm not sure if you've heard of them on OpenSea, a very big NFT collection, and they have this technology called Trace, and we've reached out to them and trying to see what we can do with them. So yes, these are some of the things that in terms of the digital. So if we just keep scrolling down, where are we? Okay, yes. So in terms of how many NFTs, you know, pre-sale. Okay, down. Where is? So look, somebody. Yes. Somebody asked me yesterday, you know, what else, you know, who's your team? So we are missing a lot of people in terms of the smart contract developers, you know, the graphic designers. So this is what part of that funding, you know, we will bring those in, you know. I mean, we have contacts, we've worked on projects before, but obviously they're not in and they're not part of our community. So that's what we will use some of that funding for.
Right.
What else?
And it's a great idea for
Yes.
you to come to. I mean, to keep doing this, coming to different media and promote the project, because that's the way you'll be seen. You'll be, you know, those who know the smart contracts and all the things that you need to have in order to fulfill the project,
Sure.
will be actually applying for a job for you. You know, and try to get a partnership with you.
Well, you know, this is Juan. That's exactly what we're also looking for, is as many partnerships as we can find within the Cardano. Obviously, the Cardano community, the immediate community, and we have been introduced to potentials. You know, like other projects that could support. Actually, I think again, Pratesh mentioned another one. You know, like Endmaker, for example. That's the people that we've been pegged to supposedly meet up with, or to connect with, you know, and of course some of the wallets. So yeah, so look, we're hoping that, and I think Gimbal Labs was also introduced to me by somebody else. So I've got their website already kind of marked. So
Right.
yeah.
With Gimbal Labs, one thing that you can do is go to the schedule and find playground, and there you'll find a way to schedule you to present your project in to the community, through the Gimbal Labs playground that presents on Tuesdays
Is
at.
that the Gimbal Labs Playground? Let me see. Sorry, I'm just checking it right now. Where would I? Is that the calendar? Is that the calendar?
Yeah, it's the
or
calendar.
the blog?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's on
The
Tuesdays,
calendar.
right? You'll find it on Tuesdays.
Okay. Yep.
And then you find a way to log in there, and if you don't find the way to schedule it, if you send me your info, I'll forward it to you. I'll forward the information to because I don't have it right now with me, but I can send you that information so you can schedule yourself to do that, or anybody in your team.
Okay, I'll send you my it'll be me for sure. I'll send you my
Discord,
Telegram if that helps.
That works. Yes.
There's my Telegram, RGV666.
Let me see. What am I? Okay. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll look for you there and send the information to you on that.
Please, Juan, that'd be fantastic.
Sure, man. There you are. I'll look for that info and I'll send it to you. Now I got you in Telegram.
Awesome, Juan.
From there. Perfect. So let's keep going with the rest of the proposal. So tell us about the milestones.
Where are we?
Sorry, just catching
up. Oh, the milestones. Yes. Okay, yeah, let's go through the milestones. So we've done the impacts. I've just put some of the images there. All right, so I think one of the big things with you know, NFTs, and I think this is the big challenge. I know it can be simple. Okay, just hire some people from Upwork and do this and do that. But actually, what we want to do is we actually want to find real artists, and we are talking to a couple. One in particular who's quite a famous graffiti artist in LA. Again, you know,
nice.
so you know, we want every element of the NFT to have some kind of a story and value. Okay, so even the design. So you know, we want to talk to artists from all over the world that would then, you know, lend or participate their artwork, which we'll then put onto the skateboard. So every skateboard is unique. And then the other challenge is, and I was just talking to one of our kind of graphic designer here, you know, how do we make the skateboard unique? You know, now I've looked online. If you go to OpenSea, you type in skateboards, you'll find, you know, lots of different skateboarding things, and eventually they all start looking the same. You know, but I was thinking, how do we make our, you know, NFTs, like as soon as you see like Azuki, you know it's Azuki, and you know if it's been copied, it's a copy of Azuki, right? There's a certain style, or if you see D-Gods, I have to say, you know, they're Solana or now on Ethereum, or whatever, Moonbirds, you know, whatever of these works, they're so iconic. You know, I want to find, how do we do that with our project as well? Once you see our skateboard, you go, oh, that's a Shredders. You know, it's not just just another kind of skateboard. So that's one of the challenges. So in the milestone, going back to that, one is digital artists. How do we find the best that we can find that you know, want to collaborate with us from around the world to be part of this project? And then, of course, we'll sign agreements with them, which is one of the milestones. Second milestone is the design, development, and launch. So that's a big one. And you know, we've done it before, and that's why I'm quite confident with you know, presenting this in this fashion. It's not a guesswork, but it is tight, you know, and you know, but we know we can do it. So launching these, designing these NFTs, or at least what we'd call is the you know, the alpha, just, you know, so we're confident with that. But that's a big one, the milestone number 2. And then, of course, milestone number 3, and of course that can be verified on chain. Milestone number 3 is the sale of the NFTs, and the initiation of and production of the documentary. So you know, we again, this is our business. This is what we've been doing for years. So we are comfortable with you know, being able to supply at least 10 minutes of a trailer, or an inside or behind the scenes of the documentary. Number 4, the sale of the NFTs. Now, of course, and then we've got here the development, construction of the skate park. This is all in line, and we have a timeline. And you know, as long as there's no major, let's say, there's no you know, major happenings in the world, you know, we do believe we can achieve these milestones, because everything's in play. It's just requiring certain, say, sparks or starters or initiators, and then we know we can move with momentum. Everything, all the chess pieces are in place. And then, of course, the final, or well, the milestone number 5, the development of an MVP. Again, that will be just an MVP. You know, it could be rough, but some kind of asset. And again, we're already talking to game developers and game companies. So, and we have a game designer and part of our team. You'll see down, it's in the proposal as well. Having a meeting with those guys actually on Friday. So, and then the final one is the execution of the digital NFT. Yeah, so that so it seems a lot. It's kind of, you know, it sounds quite overwhelming but again,
No,
I'm confident that we can do it.
I know you will be able to master these. I just see the skills of the team, and I think you guys have a big forte, which is television promotion, and that part of business development is key, and that's the most important part, because no matter how good is the proposal, if you don't put it out there, nothing happens.
That's very true. That's
and I
exactly
know you guys
correct,
are good at that. So yeah, kudos for you for starting doing this early.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And you know, even if you are not awarded this round, just keep trying, keep doing it for sure.
Thank you.
For sure, it'll be very successful. And I hope you can participate a little more in Catalyst and get more involved. So Chris and
Yes,
they know you, and they can, you know, you can even be able to promote your proposal through them, which would be great. Yeah, through the
yes,
Catalyst
appreciate that. Yep.
portal, right. Also get involved with another suggestion is to get involved with other proposals just to the on the ecosystem, on the catalyst.
Okay.
Yeah, just give kudos to others, and that's important too, because that way people relate to more about you guys, and for sure you'll be very successful with this. I like it at this project a lot, because it gets
Thank you.
to the the sports is one area that we humans will not be able to replace for anything, and the exercise and all that.
Yes.
So that's attached to us. It's very attached to a project that I have called, that has to do with balance IO. It has to do with that.
Okay.
Thinking about us first, and then after you feel good, you kind of start developing, other things and help,
Yes.
and grow the community and get involved in tech and all that. But first is you, which is important. Anyway,
Absolutely.
awesome. So, how many other
Great.
things to tell us about this, Robert?
Say again. Sorry.
Do you have any other comments about the project that you want to mention? By the way,
Well, no. I think. Look, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was just going to say, Juan. I mean, we're pretty hyped and pumped, and again, I think just trying to keep the feet on the ground. We understand that, particularly with NFTs, there's certain challenges. But again, I'm all for it, and I think it's not just an image, it's not just a JPEG, and I do believe there's a lot more benefits and utilities, and of course, this is just the first step. If we can get this rolling, we won't have just shredders Jamaica. Jamaica shredders. We can have Tokyo shredders. We can have Manila shredders. We can have Aussie shredders, Brazilian shredders. I mean, there's a bigger picture here, and so we just got to get the base right, I think, and there's a lot of potentiality in terms of the brand as well, and I guess what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
But
right.
yeah.
I just put in the chat my one of our friends, Adriano. He has Adriano Adriano the human. He has a project called Game Changer that finance is very, very powerful. Check it out, because it has a lot of capability. You are in the stage that you can accommodate, and that way you can actually lead to other people that are related to that, and find solutions for the area. Because Jamaica has a specific situation and circumstances that
Exactly.
the Game Changer can help a lot. Anyway,
okay, I'm checking it now.
Let me stop sharing.
Okay. Awesome.
Stop sharing. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
So yes.
Juan.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. So with that, I think
appreciate your time.
No, thank you. Thank you very much, man, for stopping by, man. That was the first.
Thank you so much, Juan. Hey, there you go. Yes.
Yes.
Look, Juan, I just want to say I really thank you very much for number one, hosting. Second of all, for all your comments. And sometimes it's overwhelming for people who just start this community. So you've made it very comfortable. I appreciate that, and I do look forward to, now we've kind of made a connection. I'm very lucky. I'm the only one. I'm very happy, and of course Maria. So it's sometimes nicer when it's smaller. It's a bit more intimate. So. And not so scary. So I appreciate
that's one of the things.
Thank you.
That's one of the things why Sala Café is known. We've been in the ecosystem since day one of breakout rooms through Swamp that initially helped put this together. But we've been through the process of growing of Catalyst and Cardano, and we're here always. Anytime you need any help, just come over. We'll be glad to help with anything. This is going to be published, and you can cut whatever you want and to publicize or do whatever you want to your needs. And that's basically it. So we are here every Wednesday after Town Hall. The frozen. Let me just stop by the recording.
I guess some crypto knowledge, and I do it a bit because it's also like interesting for me. It's like something I'm researching and learning, and I'm trying to share some of that with the people.